Hi guys, welcome back to Sports Angle. We are here as promised to do the IPL preview. But first and foremost, let's have a great round of applause for the Indian national team for winning the Champions Trophy. What a fantastic final! But now it is time to end this friendship and go our ways, go supporting our franchisees. This is the time I feel. यार अगर मेरे को लगता है दिवाली के बाद अगर सबसे बड़ा जो फेस्टिवल है इंडिया में वो आईपीएल है. इट यू आर फीलिंग
100%.
इट नाउ इन द एयर जहाँ पे एडवर्टाइजमेंट्स आ रहे हैं. एमएस धोनी का एडवर्टाइजमेंट देखा हमने. काफी सारे प्लेयर्स के वेलकम वीडियोस देखे हमने. इट्स ऑल फिल्ड विद कलर. ड्रीम इलेवन का एड जो है कितना जबरदस्त एड है. बॉलीवुड हैज गॉट इनटू इट. एवरीबडी इज जस्ट हैविंग अ गाला टाइम. एज अ किड ऑल्सो आई रिमेंबर 40 degrees, mangoes, IPL games. It's just like, it's in the air. And I think, you know,
Ocean water.
exactly. As for Ocean Water and the great Virat Kohli
Yeah.
advertisements. So,
The we
yeah.
gotta mention the AK versus RK campaign
Yes,
this
the
year.
AK versus RK
Oh, yeah,
campaign.
yeah.
Everything. Or should we say RS
Ranveer
campaign?
Singh.
Because now he's Ranveer Singh. No, but great, yeah. I mean, this is great to see. This is what exactly a league should look like, where an entire ecosystem comes through. And this is damn good for, like, the economy in general. And during lockdown, this is what was missed, right? Like when matches were happening behind closed doors. This is what वो एक एडवर्टाइजमेंट आता था आईपीएल का कि ये इंडिया का त्योहार, ये सीरियसली इंडिया का त्योहार है. लाइक लिटरली इतने सारे सिटीज एट द सेम टाइम, फैन बेसेस. I'll be very intrigued to see what kind of data it is. Like कितने सारे लोग नेबरिंग कंट्रीज से ट्रैवल करते हैं सिर्फ आईपीएल गेम्स देखने के लिए. एंड आई थिंक इट्स अ डैम गुड टूरिज्म अपॉर्चुनिटी.
Yeah.
But yes, having said that, uh, this video is going to be coming out on your Friday afternoon. So yes, so when you're going to be getting into your IPL moods, please watch this video. Give us a like, share, and subscribe. Do give us a lot of love. Thank you for showing your love for the earlier videos also. Without wasting much time, let's get into it. And we're going to be basically doing a preview of all the teams. What they're going to starting lineups are going to be strengths, weaknesses, opportunities. To start with, let's start with the boys in the red, their favorite team, Chennai Super Kings. And yeah, so from what I can see, like this is what I feel is their playing 11, as we have all mutually come and decided. And thanks and shout out to Michael for putting it together. So to start with, I feel they will have Ruturaj and Conway opening. One down, Rachin Ravindran, Deepak Hooda, Dubey, Dhoni, Ravindra Jadeja, Noor Ashwin, Khalil Ahmed, and Patirana. Uh, Biggest strength, 12 overs of deadly spin. No
Yeah.
non-spin, deadly spin. Mystery spinner, Ashwin Jaddu. Jaddu has been playing there. It's as good as his home ground. Ashwin has grown up on that grown up in that stadium. Noor is a mystery bowler, which not many people have figured out yet. And then you have probably Patirana. I'm not going to be counting Khalil Ahmed as a great bowler. He did not have such a great IPL. And I feel their impact players are going to be Vijay Shankar and Rahul Tripathi, which are awesome options because Indian all-rounder as an impact player is literally very, very good. Um, but what are your thoughts? What are your main apprehensions or basic?
It's definitely a strong side. It's got a lot of experience.
Hmm.
I feel like the key to Chennai's success, like it always has been, their home advantage. If they
Yeah,
can bag like 5 or 6 wins out of their 8 at home
yeah,
and just get those 2 or 3 odd wins away, I think they'll be a formidable
yeah.
side.
They will be a
And
they
again,
will be a side
yeah,
to beat. Yeah, yeah. They will be a side to beat, and as
yeah,
always they are. Like वो कुछ ये नहीं है. प्लेऑफ्स में तो मिनिमम आते हैं ये लोग. आई स्टिल
yeah.
फील ये साल सबसे बड़ी जो इनकी स्ट्रेंथ होने वाली है इज देयर स्पिन. दे प्ले एट चेपॉक. माय ओनली थिंग इज अवे दे आर गोना बी हैविंग अ प्रॉब्लम. Just
Yes,
relying on
definitely.
Patirana in the bowling side of things, that's going to be a problem. But I thought
Yeah.
I'd say something.
Maybe away, like they can try or Nathan Ellis here, give him a shot or something. Like they'll have to come up with a strategy to win games away for sure. I
Yeah,
don't think home game should that be that big of an issue for them. And
yeah,
CSK आ ही जाती है यार 18 में से 3 बार खाली आज तक
that is
क्वालिफाई नहीं हुआ
true.
है.
That is true. That is true. मेरे
Yeah,
हिसाब से तो
exactly,
आएगी. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
With the whole new rule change also,
Hmm.
with the two balls being in the like with the second ball being introduced in the 11th over, right? That place is known to suffer from few and humidity towards the second innings, so that could also play a big. role. This is what I hope we can play to our advantage in that first game as Mumbai.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I think, yeah, of course, not a very,
that will be a big game changer, I feel,
yeah, 110%.
especially
Because
in that stadium along with the big world.
Chepauk में ड्यू पड़ती है in the second innings because of it being near to the sea, and of
Yeah.
course slightly more humid place than majority of the IPL venues. So I feel like, yeah, it is going to be an issue where of course Mumbai is going to be facing Mumbai is going to be facing CSK. Of course, the second ball rule, basically a small heads up for people watching and hearing it for the first time. BCCI and the IPL organizing committee have introduced a law where, in conditions where there will be extreme dew, or in general, just to help that particular situation, a second new ball will be introduced post the 10th over. So this is damn good. Where if you are, like, say, probably you are in SRH, you're cruising at, like, say, 150 for no loss, so very good dew conditions and stuff. You can have your new ball again with a new ball, and that could help you. Very good
Yep.
innovation, damn good stuff. This is what the IPL has always been about: setting the bar up, making sure, like, with the likes of the impact rule, the four minimum foreigners, setting out, like, this is what makes IPL the best league in the world. These innovations, these kind of, very, very, I would say, benchmarks for a lot of other leagues to follow. ये reason है भाई, ये लोग ये लीग देखते हैं। क्योंकि इसमें कुछ ना कुछ ऐसे ट्विस्ट टर्न्स ये है, एंड इट्स वेरी गुड आल्सो डूड। लाइक बॉलर्स के लिए कुछ तो रहेगा यार, दे शुड नॉट जस्ट बी लाइक मियर some donkeys just coming and bowling and then getting hit for like 60-70 meter sixes. Some
Yeah.
advantage needs to be given to them, and this is
Yeah.
and there is no slow over rate penalty or no slow over rate ban, so this is again very good. Game management comes into a fore. Very good. So these are the two new laws. But yeah, I think moving on to the other team, I think IPL.
I actually have two comments about CSK.
Uh-huh.
So it's still a very good side. There
Hmm.
are two hiccups here for me.
Yeah.
One is they don't seem to have a very good power hitter other than Dubey in that middle order.
Yeah, yeah,
So to
Yeah.
finish games is going to be a slight hiccup.
yeah.
And two
Yeah.
is a little bit about Gaikwad's leadership. I feel the guy gets a little too emotional at times, and that's where he really
A
loses a
very
little
young
bit of.
leader, and I feel like, yes, last year because of Hardik Pandya's nonsense, every bad captaincy decision of his got eclipsed. He made
Yeah.
and this is even with Shubman Gill, by the way. Shubman Gill also got saved by the bell, because, of course, golden boy of Indian cricket and stuff like that, did not get criticized much for his captaincy. Horrible ways of handling pressure. But I feel like this year, both of them, you will see a refined version of them. 1 year really is very much enough to make you learn and, of course, make you go in the right strides. अभी दूसरी टीम की तरफ आते हैं, सबकी फेवरेट टीम. I don't think so. There is a much more disliked team in the IPL than this, Lucknow Super Giants. And there are obvious reasons why they are the most disliked team. The way they disrespect their players, the way the franchises run, non-existence of a fan base, absolute zero effort from the team the management to actually build a connect between the fans and the team. Let's start with this. Let's start talking about the 11. So to start with, I mean, opening of Markram and Marsh, one down Pant,
Yeah.
Puran, Miller, Badoni, Samad, Abdul Samad here, Ahmed, Vishnu, Devendra Bishnoi. Mayank Agarwal is a big question mark. I doubt whether he'll be available for the first game. Same with Avesh Khan also. Hungarekar and Mohsin as the impact players. I have a feeling Mohsin or Shardul Thakur will be playing the first game. Shardul Thakur is in the camp, by the way, training with LSG.
Yeah.
He'll announce him as a replacement soon. I think they would have already announced, or they would have registered him but not announced him, but they will probably do that.
Okay.
Lot to talk about this team. I don't think so. There is any major strength apart from that left-handed middle order, Pant, Puran, and Miller.
Yeah.
But if they're playing at, like, against a CSK or something like that, who has a off spinner like Ashwin, they will run through that batting lineup. Like,
I honestly have a left fielded thought where I think Pant might just open the batting. If he,
Possible.
हो सकता है.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
इनकी बैटिंग, मतलब Marsh is not an all-rounder. Marsh ने clearly बोला है वो
yeah,
बैटर है, वो bowling नहीं करेगा. तो
yeah,
उसको
exactly.
इसीलिए ने बोल के रखा है कि भाई तू bowling नहीं करेगा, तो bowling करेगा तो WDC फाइनल में बैठा देंगे हम तुमको. या वो बोला है उसको. बट यार, आई डोंट नो, लाइक वेरी सोललेस टीम, लाइक कुछ भी टीम बनाई है इन्होंने. पहले इनका ये था कि पूरन को हम देंगे कैप्टेंसी, अब जाके पूरन से छीन के आप पंत को दे रहे हो. Opening कुछ भी है, Markram or Marsh, you have spent good part of your purse on someone you know is not very proven, like the likes of Mayank Agarwal. Yes, 150 डालता है यार, but 150 से ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट ये है कि चाहे वो 150 मैच खेल सकता है कि नहीं, सबसे
Yeah,
मोस्टली वो
they've taken
important.
a huge punt on punt, so
Yeah,
rest
massive
is
punt
happy.
on punt. Like it's a massive punt on punt. 27 crores for a guy who also is not regularly part of the Indian T20 cricket setup, by the way. The last time he played
Exactly.
in
So he's
T20,
got a point to prove. He's got
या
a
he's
point
got
to
a point
prove.
to prove. अभी कैसे खेलेगा, बिकॉज वो साइड में अभी ऑलरेडी संजू सैमसन है जो मतलब लिटरली 200 के स्ट्राइक रेट पे बैटिंग कर रहा है. ये जितना भी करना पड़ेगा ऋषभ पंत को, he'll have to have a damn good IPL. Like he's got a point to prove.
Yeah.
But I guess that's what makes it very exciting, you know. No player can just sit back and be like, yeah, I'm relaxed. Even the likes of Abhishek Sharma and Sanju Samson who are opening also, उनको भी लगेगा हाँ भाई ये मैच में तोड़ना है हमको.
तोड़ना
Yeah,
पड़ेगा.
yeah,
I mean, with LSG, I think they got it all wrong at the auction. You
yeah.
practically
कौन सा
spent
आरसीबी फैन
48.
बोलने वाला है भाई कि CSK और LSG अच्छी टीम है.
I mean, this time the auction was not bad for RCB, but let's keep that aside.
Yeah.
We'll talk
Yeah, of
about it
course.
as we come.
आरसीबी तो हम पूरा
But
अगले
We'll
you've
get to
spent
that.
48, you've spent 48 crores on just two players, which is Pant and
That's
Pooran.
bullshit.
That just goes wrong. Majority of your fast bowlers are injury prone.
Yeah,
Mayank Yadav has not played a full season yet.
yeah,
Avish Khan is the only
Yeah.
person I can say who is a fit bowler in that team, but he's not an economical bowler.
yeah,
Yeah.
And neither is he a very good opening bowler either. So that's another problem. They don't really have a bowler that can swing the ball.
yeah,
Mohsin Khan is also pretty much injured half the time, unfortunately, and
yeah.
his speed has reduced a lot since his last injury.
Hmm.
I think it's reduced by about 10 clicks, so that's another issue.
Yeah.
But I'll give them this. Their middle order is pretty good. They've got some decent
Yeah, I feel like
power
it's the
hitters
middle order.
there,
But the thing
so
is
that's
like,
where they're
yeah,
good.
yeah, the three,
But they
four.
have no openers. To be
Yeah,
very frank with you, they have no
Yep.
openers.
No
Markham's
openers
not
on
a
this.
traditional opener. Marsh is not a traditional opener. Pant is not a traditional opener. Who's going to open? Only God knows.
yeah.
And
They'll
this
have to rely
Mr.
on their
going
young
Goenka
talent
himself.
now.
no problem.
हाँ वो गोइंका को ही कराएंगे, वो उसको ही कराएंगे,
Yeah.
तुम उसको ही कराओ. I don't know. This is a very lifeless team. I literally have no hopes.
I'm
Like
not a
if there is
fan.
a match of LSG versus like say an RR on a Monday 7:30, hell no, I'm not watching this shit. Like no way.
No,
Um,
I'll watch it just to see LSG get battered, to be
no,
very frank.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Like
Yeah.
this is
We're
Yeah,
like
full-time haters, man.
yeah.
yeah. The hate watch has to be real.
Yes.
Yeah. Now moving on to LSG's counterpart. Basically, why? Because we're saying counterpart is because it started at the same time as them, but of course has a different trajectory. I feel like very quiet, humble team. Gujarat Titans do their work in quietness. Always are very much do the cricket, come back to the hotel, chill. And many players have historically also said, including the likes of Hardik Pandya, how well Ashish Nehra manages the entire ecosystem of
Yep.
GT. Says that
Yep.
it's a very chill environment, it's a very open environment where every player gets to communicate and feel what they actually feel about tactics and stuff like that. So pretty much resonates with Ashish Nehra's personality, right? Like, wo वैसा ही है, like very open, very frank. So starting with their 11, Gill Butler, which I feel is the second best opening pair in the IPL. One down at Sudarshan, Glenn Phillips, Mr. Feviquick, then Lomror, Shah Rukh Khan, Rahul Tewatia, uh, Rashid Rashid Khan, Kahiso Rabada, Mohammad Siraj, सालो रो तो लो थोड़ा, Prasidh Krishna. And I feel Sai Kishore and Washington either will come as impact players, which I feel is a damn good impact player to have.
Yeah.
That's a pretty strong side.
What I will say is,
They've
yes, of
got
course,
a good team. They've
reiterate,
got a good team.
this is a
Solid.
very good team, very good T20 solutions team. एंड मैं बोलता हूँ क्यों, बिकॉज ओपनिंग में अगर आपको 80 रन चाहिए 6 ओवर में, गिल बटलर बना सकते हैं. आपको एक स्टेडी पार्टनरशिप चाहिए, सुदर्शन और लोमरोर करवा सकते हैं. आपको 20 रन चाहिए 5 बॉल में, तेवाटिया है उधर. अगर आपको 160 डिफेंड करना है, राशिद, रबाड़ा, सिराज, ये 12 ओवर है आपके पास. नाउ इट्स डाउन टू शुभमन गिल हाउ ही यूजेस दिस टीम.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the main the critical success factor for this team is going to be on Rashid and Rabada. If those two have a phenomenal season, I
हार्ट
don't
ओवर तो
think
उधर ही है भाई.
it's a team that's definitely getting a top four spot because that opening partnership, like Shantanu said, is gonna it's gonna be on fire. So yeah,
अभिषेक
I
शर्मा
definitely have
और
Gujarat in my
ट्रेविस
top
हेड के
four.
बाद ये दोनों बेस्ट हैं ओपनिंग में.
हाँ, I definitely have Gujarat in my top four. It's a very well balanced team.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't see much going wrong with.
I have one more thing to add. One, I think Butler is a great addition to the side. I don't think it serves GT's purpose from last year. I think when they did Gill and Sudarshan as that opening partnership, they did extremely well over the last few games. I felt now the only reason I say Butler might not be a good fit with this team is because I look at that middle order. It's Lomro, Shahrukh, and Tewatia. While they're great players, no doubt, I don't know if they have it in them to handle the pressure at times. What they could have done was they're missing that Miller factor, I feel, where
Hmm.
he was probably a lot more calmer in these situations.
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
again, it doesn't hurt. At this point, I'm also assuming that Gil, Butler, and Sudarshan get out very early, but that's not going to happen. These
नहीं
are
yeah.
players
All
that
three of
protect
नहीं
them,
their
नहीं नहीं.
wickets
or
really
Yeah,
well
not very
100%.
while
likely.
also scoring at a high rate. So
100%.
it's a
It's
very
still
good side.
yeah.
And
And
Like we're talking about some of the most consistent players in the last 2 years. Like
100%.
yeah,
But has to be. I still don't understand why RR would let go of Butler. It's beyond me.
yeah,
yeah, I know.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
to
I
yeah.
keep
don't understand
and
that
to keep
He was
decision.
Riyan Parag.
critical to their success.
No,
I
Riyan
don't
Parag
understand that.
understood. I think Jurel was my question mark. I don't
Yeah,
understand
Jurel is
Jurel.
definitely a big
Yeah,
question mark. Like, I feel you are seeing something, and I'll be disappointed if they don't make Jurel play at, like, say, 5 or something like that. Because if you're investing 14.5 crores on someone
no,
who
he
just
definitely.
played 2 seasons of the IPL, barely proven, and you have let go of your, I would say, arguably their best player in their recent past, their best batsman in their history of the franchisee, that's stupidity. Like, that's plain stupidity. I don't know now basically what their funda is, but I feel like Sanju Samson इतनी अच्छी batting कर रहा है तो maybe they are riding on that. So maybe that is the
I
case.
mean, we'll
Not
break down that
retaining
team a
Butler.
little further down.
Yeah,
But there's a lot of problems with that team in my
yeah.
head. But
Correct, correct. ये है इनकी, but इनकी weakness तो मेरे को नहीं लगता है कुछ ऐसी है यार. Like ऐसा सब मैं बोल रहा हूँ.
there's no weakness. It's just
Yeah,
T20
Gil's
sufficient
leadership
भी
that's a
नहीं.
question mark. But I think he's got enough experience now to sort of lead that squad.
they just need to execute.
Yeah,
That's all that matters. I
Yeah,
think.
that's all.
Then.
yeah. And Gill, dude, I feel Gill has a point to prove as a captain now. क्योंकि वो भी नहीं
Yeah,
T20 स्क्वाड में. And last year कैप्टन था वो जब जिम्बाब्वे गई थी ये टीम. The
yeah,
team right after the World Cup. And उसके बाद
yeah.
not even in the picture. Zero, like completely out of the picture. His best friend Abhishek Sharma now opens. By the way, they are like childhood friends and stuff like that. Like साथ में एक
Yeah.
ही
Yeah.
ट्रेनिंग वेनिंग की है दोनों ने.
दोनों पिंड के ही है ना?
हाँ दोनों पिंड के ही हैं. दोनों पिंड के हैं एंड आई थिंक सेम अकेडमी या फिर सेम कोच है. सम कनेक्शन देयर. आई डोंट नो व्हाट इट इज. मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट टीम. ब्लू एंड गोल्ड 5 टाइम चैंपियंस. डोंट नीड टू से ये मेरी फेवरेट टीम है या नहीं. हम मुंबई
I'll take a
इंडियंस.
step back here. This is now my team to talk about.
या मुंबई इंडियंस 2008 से
Me and Michael are just gonna take
LeBron
a
lead
step
जीतो.
back.
I see this team very very emotionally, but like since I've grown up watching this team, तो इमोशनल तो फील करते ही हैं. But keeping that away, talking about their 11, Ryan Rickelton, Rohit, Will Jacks at 3, Surya Tilak,
Yep.
Hardik, Naman Dheer, Santner,
Yep.
Chahar, Bumrah, Bolt, Kern or Angad Raj Angad Bawa as the impact players. Okay.
Then yeah, like first 4 5 games, we may not have
Yeah, that is the
Bumrah in that
weakness. Let's jump into
team.
the weakness.
Yeah,
Yeah, we are not going to have Bumrah. We're not going to have Hardik for the initial set of games. That is the biggest
maybe
weakness.
not
Honestly,
Rohit
I
either.
don't see
Yeah,
that as that big of a weakness. Y'all can, and Mumbai, anyways, is known to not have the best of the starts to their season. But I don't see Bumrah missing a couple of games as that big of an issue. Honestly, like any franchise would be jealous of those retentions like that. Those retentions are just a cheat code, man. Rohit Sky, Hardik, Bumrah,
Yeah.
like that's
I mean,
I don't know what
Rohit
more
Sky,
can someone ask
Surya
for.
Tilak, I mean, ये लोग सब भाई कैप्टन है इंडिया के, like literally इंडिया के
yep.
कैप्टन है ये.
Exactly.
कहाँ है
And
ऐसी टीम
forget
जहाँ
when
पे
they're
इंडिया के
mentioning
कैप्टन
captains,
बनते.
they forget poor Mitchell Santner. Man.
हाँ सेंटर भी है
The
भाई.
guy
हाँ
just played a Champions Trophy final,
चैंपियंस
gets
ट्रॉफी
no
फाइनल
respect
खेल
to
के
his
आया है वो
name.
बंदा. तो see the thing is I feel overthinking will kill this team. Like if you give overthinking tactics and Mahela Jayawardene decides to open Pep Guardiola's book of overthinking tactics, तब कुछ हो सकता है जहाँ पे अगर आप जस्ट ट्राई टू परफेक्ट समथिंग which does not need to be broken. I feel see Rickleton will play and will open because of his recent form. काफी अच्छा खेल रहा है,
Yeah,
प्रैक्टिस गेम में भी अच्छा खेला. आई थिंक ही स्कोर्ड 80 odd or something like that.
this
Santer
will be
खेलेगा because
also.
he'll need that left arm option, plus it's a left arm where it's a left-handed batter also, so good all-round option. Bolt and Cheher with the new ball, 8 overs of back-to-back. This it's going to be like proper swing kings, doing it. इन दोनों ने सबसे ज्यादा विकेट्स लिए इन द पावर प्ले, 57 एंड 58 रिस्पेक्टिवली. आई थिंक दोनों फुटबॉल खेलते हैं इन द फर्स्ट पावर प्ले. 5 for 3, 4 for 2, 2 for 1, 1 for 2, ऐसे सब कर देंगे. एंड इट बी ऑसम टू सी इफ दे डू दैट अगेंस्ट सीएसके. मजा आएगा.
With Mumbai, yeah, I think it's a brilliant team. I think the critical factor with Mumbai, I think, is gonna be what these guys are doing off the field, how the environment is off the field.
या
That's gonna be very important
देखो, लक तो
for
अच्छा
success.
रहा है. या
Yeah.
लक
I
तो अच्छा
have
रहा है.
Like what you said, no, Shantanu, like the biggest weakness for this team can be that too many cooks spoil the broth. Like if we have too many decision makers making a decision,
या
Yeah.
then we're under
But I
pressure,
feel
right?
like now all of those egos have been managed.
या
Rohit
आई
is
थिंक इट्स बीन
Yes,
मैनेज्ड वेरी वेल. करेक्ट.
Surya
that's what
Kumar is the
we're
T20
happy
captain.
about.
So
Yeah.
या
yeah,
एंड द बेस्ट
I
थिंग
feel
व्हाट
I
like
have
all those
two
egos
things
are managed.
to
या
I've got two things to add for Mumbai. I think for one, like after a while now, you guys got the mega auction absolutely spot on.
हम्म.
Agree.
The fact
Yeah.
that you've got Bolt returning, that fast bowling lineup when fit is one of the best in the IPL at this moment, for sure.
या
Uh, I think your major factor here, actually, I would say three players are going to be very important for you this year. And it's not the normal guys, it's going to be Jax, I feel. He's a wonderful player, so you guys got him, which is great. I think Surya is going to be very important for you guys.
सूर्या.
And honestly, the shocker is going to be more of Naman, just to see what he does.
नमन
Because
देख
he's
2 महीने से
very,
मुंबई में
very
है.
important for you guys.
एमआई
There's a
मैनेज
lot of
काम
consistency
कर
on
रही है
him.
पूरा एज अ फिनिशर. सो
Yeah.
नो, आई एग्री विद दैट. नमन धीर पे बहुत सारा इन्वेस्टमेंट किया. इतना इन्वेस्टमेंट तो कभी हार्दिक पांड्या स्काई पे भी नहीं किया इन लोगों ने. दे हैड हिम इन घनसोली प्रैक्टिसिंग 2 hours इन every day under the sun just to perfect his finishing and stuff like that. So it's a clear thing. They've told him you are going to be our finisher for this year. Wherein if we need like 16 runs of like say 5 deliveries, or we need like say 30 runs in 2 overs, you are our man. And he can bowl off spin also. तो वो एक
Okay.
एडेड ये है
And,
एस्पेक्ट. या मैन लाइक दैट
yeah,
सुनील तिलक हार्दिक वाला मिडिल ऑर्डर, मतलब इंडियन कोर. ये लिटरली इंडिया के लिए खेलते हैं यार. लाइक
Yeah.
yeah.
ये इंडिया की 3 4 5 है. सो
And if Rickleton can like crack a partnership with Rohit the
यस.
way Dickok used to in his like peak
Oh, yeah.
Mumbai performance, I think if he can replicate that
करेक्ट.
Dickok like performance, then
करेक्ट.
I think Mumbai is I've also got Mumbai in my top four.
या
So
या
Same.
आई थिंक अगेन इट्स द सेम थिंग. टू मेनी कुक्स स्पॉइल द ब्रॉथ. बट आई फील लाइक द एमआई ने सबसे बड़ी चीज जो की है, नॉट गेटिंग द मेगा ऑक्शन राइट, नॉट गेटिंग एनीथिंग दिस, महिला जयवर्धने को वापस लाए. A guy who's been there, done that, a guy who will not tolerate any kind of nonsense, any kind of inside politics and stuff like that, and who can control the dressing room. Even the likes of Rohit Pollard used to listen to him in his prime, and now you'll have these kids also listening to Mahela Jayawardene because his word will be final,
yeah,
and that's what is needed. One person carrying all the shots, not the captain, not the vice captain, not the fandoms, or not like the people who are booing the players. It's just the player. It's just the coach here. ओके, मूविंग ऑन टू राजस्थान रॉयल्स. मुझे लगता है मैं अभी एक बोल्ड प्रेडिक्शन कर देता हूँ. यही वो टीम है जो 300 रन खाने वाली है. एंड इनका पहला मैच ही एसआरएच के अगेंस्ट है, क्योंकि इनकी बॉलिंग है तुषार देशपांडे, मडवल और संदीप शर्मा. ये
Also, Jofra
सेंचुरी
Archer.
मारेंगे. सो ओके, कमिंग टू देयर स्टार्टिंग 11, जयसाल सैमसन pretty good. Nitish Rana at 3, Rian Parag at 4, who's now their captain for the first 4 games, by the way. Dhruv Jurel, Hetmaya, Hasranga, Archer, Thikshana, very good 8 overs of spin. Sandeep Sharma, Tushar Deshpande, Akash Madwal. क्या बोलेंगे ये भाई?
Academy players,
Uh,
Linda Academy.
ये
I
सब
have
भाई डिंडा यूनिवर्सिटी
a,
खोलेंगे.
I
Dinda
have a
Road
lot
is
of problems with this team.
Dude, it is
Honestly,
a very problematic
I'll
team.
give you one positive. Their top six, very good.
It is
Great
good,
top six.
but
No
they
doubt.
can't chase 240 every game.
But their bowling, there's a lot of issues. I
Dude,
mean, you've not retained Yuzvendra Chahal, who's probably the highest wicket taker for them for the
And the
past
sugar
season.
daddy of the IPL.
You've let
Sugar
him
daddy.
you've let him go for no reason.
Correct.
Bolt has gone, so you don't have that opening bowler.
Yeah.
Now their bowlers are so Hasaranga and Tikshana. My issue is Hasaranga has not played the IPL more recently. It's been more than a year and a half. The
Hmm.
guy is very unfit.
Hmm.
Not sure how he's going to perform.
Yeah.
Tikshana, the bowler who can't really take wickets. He's very economical, but is not a very good wicket taker. So there's a big difference there.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
used to perform at Chepauk out of all places,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is, let's be honest, that's a spinner-friendly pitch. I don't know how Rajasthan's going to be.
They don't
Archer,
even have a fixed home ground, bro. They sometimes play in
exactly.
Guwahati,
They're going to play
sometimes play in
Guwahati.
Jaipur.
They're
हाँ
going to
Oh
play
बट
yeah.
वो
Yeah.
गुवाहाटी तो
Jaipur.
उसके लिए कर रहे हैं ना रियान पराग के लिए कर रहे
Riyan Barak
हैं
के
Correct.
लिए.
and his mama owns mama is the head of marketing for Red Bull so or something
Yeah.
that is why he's in the team bro so him
Yeah.
looking out for like Ananya Pandey
He,
and Sara Ali Khan's
There's two
whatever
games that they're playing at Guwahati against KKR and CSK. But the thing is, you lose your home game, places that you're not used to playing at.
yeah
You
I
get
mean these are
knocked
not
out
your
by
home
something
game and the
else,
fans
lose
are not
that.
going to be passionate and yeah ठीक this is a conversation for the next time like this sensationalism in
Yeah.
cricket and shit like that like where individuals become bigger than the teams
Yeah.
the only
ये
bowler
बहुत
I
बात
like
कर
in
रहे
the
हैं
team is Sandeep Sharma. That's it.
हम्म
Tushar Deshpande is going to give a nice 45 every game, so that's
हाँ
wonderful.
हाँ हाँ उसका तो हाफ
The
सेंचुरी
opposite.
पक्का है भाई वो
For
और क्या
sure.
पीटेगा
Archer also, I feel, is going to give very
He's not in
similar. The
form.
guy is
That,
not
Archer
that
is not
fit.
in
that's what
form.
I expected, dude. That's what I
Archer's
Obviously,
expected.
form
They
has been
play.
very dicey with England as well, so I don't. Yeah.
honestly, I look at this team, it gives me flashbacks of RCB, which I'm glad we're not in position anymore.
Yes, we know.
To have one of the better batting lineups and the worst bowling lineups, it doesn't apply to us anymore.
नहीं यार but I
RR has
totally
taken
believe
over.
ये इनका पहला गेम SRH के अगेंस्ट है by the way on
It's great,
Sunday
bro. SRH is
3
going to
को
have a feast. It's
ओ
going to have
भाई
a
Yeah.
feast.
वो तो भाई
Is it?
पकड़ के मारेंगे
Is
Where is it
SRH
happening,
playing at
by the
home
way?
in that game?
Yeah,
Yes,
SRH
SRH
is
at home.
playing
yes,
Hyderabad against RR
खत्म
Oh,
खत्म.
और प्रैक्टिस गेम में
yes.
वही पिच यूज होगी और प्रैक्टिस गेम में उन लोगों ने 280 मारा था 20 ओवर में
it's
एंड
a
दैट इज
flat
SRH
pitch.
इट्स अ
It's a flat pitch.
फ्लैट पिच मतलब
There is no
समझ
spin.
लो
Hassan
180 मार दिया था उन
Tikshana's
लोगों ने
game.
11 ओवर में
And it's in the day. It's in the day as well.
हाँ तो पिच खुलती है
6:30,
Oh
7:30.
my
Yes.
God.
खत्म भाई खत्म है लोग.
Yeah, it's a melting pot of disaster, bro.
yeah
I would
fully
just write off
it's a
this game,
ticking
man.
time bomb it's a ticking time
Yeah.
bomb it's a little ticking time bomb भाई बेचारा I'm pretty sure Rahul Dravid would be having nightmares ठीक है so
Yeah.
this is the
That's
end of
fun.
the first part we'll be releasing a second part where we'll talk about the big guns which is RCB Punjab Kings SRH KKR तो अब के लिए please skip to the next part now thank you